Hi guys, how's everyone doing? Peace and love to you all. Jesus bless you. Um, I want to bring up a topic about, I think we've all been hearing about human trafficking, and especially for some reason, the amount of children has grown exponentially in just a couple of years. And if you really take the time to do your research, there's a really big evil behind it. And I'm not just talking human beings, but there's an evil behind it that I call the puppet master. But we can call him as the evil one, the devil, Satan, many names. And I know some of you guys probably don't believe that, and I'm not forcing you to. The topic is human trafficking. So I just want to tell parents, realize the beauty and innocence of your children. And take a little time, even if it might mean that it might mess around with your schedule, whatever. Take a little time to be more aware of where you send your children, even if it's just to go to the grocery store, go downstairs and pick up something. If they're by themselves, especially when they're so young, that is a golden ticket for any human trafficker. He will see that child as cha-ching money, not realizing that that is a soul of God, that is a child of God, not realizing who he or she will be affecting, which is the parents, if they lose their child. So with that being said, please hold on to your children a little tighter. Do not trust them with anyone that you feel in your heart doesn't feel right, because that's God. Even if you're a sinner, we're all sinners. When you feel something that you know it's not feeling right, that's God telling you, hey, you might want to think twice about this. I'm warning you. So the reason why I'm saying this is because I've been noticing so many children missing. And what they're being used for is very horrific. It's not just human trafficking. They get sold into slavery. They get sold into pornography. They even get sold to individuals that will buy them, do whatever they want to them, and then discard them when they feel that they no longer serve a purpose. So anyway, I'm going long again on a tangent instead of saying that being said. Just a couple of days ago, I was going to work. So I left my apartment, pressed the elevator, went in, and before I went down to the lobby, I would say, I don't know what floor it was on, but it was a good amount of floors. A child, no younger than 6 or 7 years old, steps right in all by himself, and he's taking the elevator down. And I'm like, right away in my head, I'm thinking, this is not right. It doesn't matter how busy you are, because you might treat your busyness more important at that moment than watching your child to make sure that nothing happens to your child. But then if your child all of a sudden goes missing, you're gonna freak out, and then you're gonna go back and say, why did I do that? Why did I send him downstairs by himself that day? I should have just took a little bit more time to figure it out how I can do this where my child will be safe, and not alone, even though I'm busy. Push that all to the side. Screw that work, whatever, screw that. You know what? Because God got you. Because when you do the right thing and you're showing concern for your child, don't worry. God got you. Jesus has your back. So, with that being said, when I was in the elevator, even though I know I shouldn't have said anything to that child, because, everyone teaches children, do not speak to strangers. But I thought maybe if I said this, because children are like sponges. They remember things. Even if a couple of days pass, they'll recall. So I try to keep it simple and short, and I just told that child, I said, listen, when you get a moment and you get back to your mom or your dad, please let them know that you should not be taking the elevator alone. Okay? It can get very dangerous and very scary. And I shouldn't even be talking to you right now because I'm a stranger. But please do that, okay? Take care. Then the door opened. We were in the lobby and I left. And then I saw him. I guess I couldn't help it. I wanted to make sure where he was heading to so that nothing happens to him. And luckily, I guess it was a car with the person inside. The driver, I guess, knew the person upstairs because, it looks like the kid came to pick up something from that person to take back up. So I was like, whew, okay. But I went to work thinking, what is going on here? Is anyone paying attention to the news? I know sometimes as adults, we get so self-absorbed or so distracted or self-absorbed when it comes to petty, vanity things. But other things, so we get distracted with job, with work, with other children and taking care of this or whatever, and we forget the basic rules of protection of our child. I'm not telling you that you're not doing the right thing as a parent, because I'm not a parent, so I'm not one to judge at all. But I see the parents, they have a lot on their plate. But nothing fulfills, from what I see, nothing fulfills a parent more than to see their child, than to see the joy on the child, the existence of their child still living. So anyway, that's all I got to say about that, guys. I meant no wrong by this. I'm just tired. I don't want to see any more children disappearing and being used, not just for human trafficking, not just for sex, not just for pornography, but this or not, even being sacrificed. And I mean ritual sacrifices. Anyway, do your research a little deeper. You might see what I'm saying is true. But anyway, no judgment, nothing of the sort. All I ask is, please, be vigilant and watch your child. And don't let them go anywhere unless you know they're going to be accompanied by someone that you trust. Okay, so that's all I got to say. Mucho blessings, lots of love. And may Jesus protect us all. And may we go closer to his light and away from the enemy and from sin. God bless. Peace and love.